So the essence, of course, in terms of making dua with the name Al-Baari, Ya Bari, we can utilize it just as we utilized Ya Khaliq, that we ask Allah to create new circumstances for us, whether it's in our families, our communities, for Muslims on the earth, wherever they may be. This is a legitimate dua that we can make, calling out to Allah, Ya Bari. Don't mix it up, of course, with Bari, right? Bari, but Ya Bari. Bari is a different word altogether, maybe an English word, B-A-R-R-Y, Bari. But this is Bari, as it's spelt in Arabic. So we can call on Allah using this name to make changes in our lives by creating new circumstances for us, giving us new opportunities, etc. This is part of His creative role, finding and discovering new opportunities, etc., from where you would least expect it. Allah tells us also to be firm in our faith, trusting in Allah, etc. يرزقكم من حيث لا يحتسب. From you find support, provision, etc., from where you would least expect it. This is the power of Allah. We don't give up hope in Allah. He can create new circumstances where you think that there is no opportunity, there are no other options or choices, etc. Allah can make choices for us, make opportunities that we would not expect. So, inshallah, we can worship Allah and we use the name Al-Bari, like Al-Khaliq and the other names, in our worship as a means for directing and focusing our worship. Because knowing what Allah is capable of, gives us more enthusiasm and more of a drive to reach out to Him. And He loves the servant who calls on Him regularly, who turns to Him often as possible. These are the servants whom He loves the most. Now, in our life, we don't like people who beg you all the time, who are always coming and bothering you, begging you, can you give me this, can you help me with this, can you so. This is like disliked commonly by people, and nobody likes, being constantly, bothered by beggars and things like this. But that's different with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because those who constantly beg Him, constantly turn to Him and call on Him, request from Him, etc., these are those who are conscious of Him. They're those who are the most conscious of Him. So that consciousness we said was taqwa. That's the essence of that consciousness, taqwa. And the taqwa is ihsan on one hand, it is worshiping Allah as if we see Him, or at least knowing that He sees us, and this quality is beloved to Allah. This is what Allah wants us to develop in this month and to maintain throughout our lives. So turn to Allah, utilize the name Al-Baari and any of the previous names that we have covered, or the names that you've read in the Quran that you're certain are among the names of Allah, etc. Use them as tools to help us know Allah. So inshallah, with that, we'll close up our session. I have another session coming in a few minutes, so I'll have to pause here. We don't have time for any questions today, so we'll save them, inshallah. I'll save your questions for tomorrow. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.